16 minutes, man. See, it's a real process, man. 16 minutes to clean this machine off. And that's not even gassing it up, getting the grease and all of that. So you need time at the end of the night to do all these things. Bruce said it looks like I'm pissing on the truck, on the sweeper. Nah, just wrapping it up, man. Wrapping it up. Yo, does anybody know? Well, I can find out. I'll find out. I'm about to go. Ooh, look, big shit over here, man. See, we do big things over here, man. We do big things over here, man. Right? A lot of activity over here, man. A lot of activity. They working OT today. But look, as you can see, we do a lot of activity. Gonna give me a good slot over here. Damn, it's kind of tight, man. Somebody put 307. Let me see if I can squeeze up in there. Right? I'm gonna try to see what's up. See, this guy got this damn trailer right here. Y'all can't see it. That's all. Yeah, that's all I would have needed, right? To hit that trailer, right? Have an accident in the yard. How embarrassing is that, right? I'm gonna show y'all that trailer. I got skills, right? See that trailer right there? Y'all see it? I got skills though. Look, tight squeeze, but look at me getting up in here. Look, tight squeeze. Look, tight squeeze. When you got skills, you can do this. Look, see that right there? Tight squeeze. Tight squeeze, look, skills. Don't try this at home, man. Don't quit your day job. Well, some of y'all don't even got a job. Look, skills. Look at them, look at that boy's skills. See, I'm off the next 2 days, so I made sure I tucked it in here good. Look, see that to the and yeah, I'm off the next 2 days, man. I'm off the next 2 days. But how was that right there, man? Tom, what's going on, good brother? How was that right there? How was that display? Did I put on a nice display right there? I think that was pretty good. I think that was a hell of a display. Right? I think that was a hell of a display. Right? That was a hell of a display. How was that though, yeah? How was that approach? Well, I told y'all I could fly a plane, man. Let me get all my shit up out of here. I'm out of here the next 2 days. Big Cheese, what up, man? Hit the like button. Hit the like button, Big Cheese. Hit the like button, man. Maybe I'll get some content, man. Right? Maybe I'll get some content, man. I'll show these guys how to do it. But I didn't apply for no credentials or nothing, man. I didn't plan on getting no content, man. I did not plan on getting no content, but Maybe I will. I got my water right here. I'm gonna check on some things when I get in the car. Look, I'm gonna show you how nice my skills is, right? I could have went all the way in, but we would have touched mirrors. Look, see that? See the skills right there? But if I would have backed all the way in, we would have touched mirrors. But I just nosed it in enough. Skills, right? Skills. That's when you know. Yeah, that's when you know you official. I don't know if Gumbo's in here. Gumbo's probably, doing him. But look, I'm gonna show it to y'all once again. Look, I had sweepers on the both sides of me. It's another one right over here. Look. Now I have room on this side, but I know he's probably got to go out in the morning. But I would have touched mirrors with him too. See? But I have more room to get it in if I needed to. But listen, once you get your license, right? For those of y'all trying to become, CDL drivers and all that, you don't gotta be perfect. But if I was taking the road test, I would have finessed out and backed it all the way in there. But I haven't taken the road test. I got my license in 2008, man. So what is that? 17 years? 17, right? 17 years of commercial driving. I don't need to take no more road tests, right? They getting that money, man. Yo, man, let me get some of that money with y'all, man. They don't want to give me none of that OT. Everyone's getting that money, man. Damn. Yeah, you make heavy equipment, man. You can't get no OT in the summer, man. Now look, if it was snowing, they'd be like mandatory. They don't try to let you leave. In the summertime, unless it's an accident or a tree down and they need a loader or a sweeper, they don't give the big guys, the heavy equipment operators that much OT, man. Somebody got, all those guys got to turn it down. And then they might throw us a little bone. Look, they about to make it easy 3 hours, man. It's an easy 3 hours right now. Look, you do the math on that. 3 times 5 is what? Look, 3 times 5 is what? 15, right? 3 times 5 is 15, right? 15 hours of overtime. That's almost 2 extra days of pay. But not only is it 2 extra days of pay, it's time and a half. Man, they killing, yo. I used to be on it like that, man. When you see your check be looking real chunky. Real chunky cheese. Real chunky cheese, man. Now look, I'm gonna tell you what I do. I do take advantage. When I'm in certain areas, I take advantage. Look, I'm gonna show y'all what I did. Right? On my left, I got them unhealthy Pringles, but they lightly salted ones though. Right? But what I did was check the vibe, right? I was by the spot and I got my dog food, right? Even though I could have went after work and got it, because like I said, I am kid free basically. My youngest is out, right? You see that big bag right there? I got my dog food. Right, so now I don't have to stop and get that after work. I got it. 6 in the building. Smash the like button, man. Likes are free, man. Hit the like button, man. Hit the like button, man. The likes are free. Likes are free. 8 in the building now, man. Hit the like button, man. That's high protein right there for my animals. Hit the like button, man. Likes are free, man. Don't cost you $1. Or slide out of here. There you go. Either way, man. I'm with either way. You know, I'm with the shit. Either hit the like button or exit out the live. You do have options. Damn. Oh my God. Damn. Damn, that's early. Yeah, that's smart though. It's at 11:30. Oh man, yeah, they got the haters is in charge of this event. Mm. Yeah, but look, everything is open to the public, man. Everything is actually open to the public, but the hating ass motherfuckers are in charge. Man, y'all look, I was gonna try to pull some strings, right? But now that I see, I'm not even gonna waste my time. This air actually feels good in here, man. Let me see something else. I got that one, right? Oh, the weighing, their weighing is late, man. Thursday. That definitely ain't gonna be open to the public because it's at the theater. It's at the theater. It's at the theater, man. So you know that's not open to the public. Mm. Yo, how's the content looking, y'all?
I might make a move. I don't know. I gotta see how I feel. But this is the Source Experience. The news. What's y'all news, man? You do have options. How is the content looking now? How we looking, y'all? How's the content looking? Huh? Talk to me. I talk back. I'm gonna use that for my thumbnail. Watch.